All right, let's get right into it. If you're a musician, you know the deal. The old way of doing things, it's pretty much broken. Trying to build a whole career just on streaming income feels like you're running in place. But what if there's a better way? We're about to break down the real, sustainable ways artists are actually making a living right now, and it has nothing to do with begging for playlist ads. And let's just, put this out there right away. If this quote hits a little too close to home, you are definitely not alone. That feeling that all your hard work, your art, isn't really being valued by the streaming giants, that's a completely valid feeling. It's a tough reality for so many artists out there. In fact, let's just put this in perspective. This says it all, doesn't it? 1 million streams. Think about that. All that work, all that passion. And it gets you about enough for a burrito. Maybe, if you're lucky, you can add guac. This isn't a business model, it's basically a punchline. But here's the thing. It's a problem, but it's a problem with a real solution. So let's just call it what it is. The system itself is kind of the joke here. Not you and not your music. This has nothing to do with you failing to go viral. No, this is about a system that's just fundamentally flawed in how it pays artists. And, just admitting that, that's the first real step to building something that actually works. And this right here is the big mindset shift. The power is actually moving back to the artist. You don't have to chase those old school gatekeepers anymore. What you need to do is start thinking like an entrepreneur. You've got to treat your music career like a small business and start building your very own economy. So how do we actually build this new model? Well, it all starts right here with your direct-to-fan business. This is all about cutting out the middlemen and connecting directly with the people who actually care about and support what you do, your fans. This is where real sustainable income actually starts to happen. For a long time, it felt like Patreon was the only game in town, right? But the whole landscape has totally changed. Just look at this breakdown. You've got platforms like Ko-Fi, which can take 0% on their free plan, or Bandzoogle, which just charges a flat fee, not a percentage of your earnings. The point is, you now have choices, and you can pick a platform that lets you keep way more of your money. Okay, so what do you actually offer people? This is a super practical model you could literally start using today. Don't just ask for support. Give people a real reason to be a part of your inner circle. The whole key is to offer real value at every single level, from something simple like a digital good to genuine personal access to you. And we've got to talk merch. Yeah, selling a t-shirt is good, but selling a bundle, that's genius. When you package a physical item with an exclusive digital good, like an unreleased demo or some song stems, you instantly create a product with a much higher value. And the best part? With print-on-demand services, you don't even have to buy a bunch of inventory up front. There's literally no cost and no risk to you. All right, this brings us to a really big idea. You need to stop thinking of yourself as just a songwriter. You are a creator of valuable assets. Every single riff, every drum loop, every unreleased song on your hard drive is a potential product just waiting to be monetized. And one of the biggest of those assets is sync licensing. The concept is actually really simple. Your music gets used in a TV show, a movie, a video game, and you get paid for it. I absolutely love this analogy of a sync agent as a music realtor. They know the market, they've got the connections, and they're the ones shopping your music around to all the right people. So how do you actually get these placements? Well, you've basically got two main paths. You can go the DIY route and upload your stuff to music libraries, where you keep a bigger cut of the money. Or you can work with an agent. They'll take a bigger piece of the pie for sure, but they're the ones who might land you a massive payday with a client like, say, Netflix. A lot of artists actually do a bit of both. Now, think about this. What about all those half-finished ideas sitting on your computer? All those guitar riffs, drum loops, synth pads? You could literally be sitting on a gold mine. There is a huge market of producers and other creators out there who are actively buying sample packs to use in their own projects. And look, this isn't just some theory. Check out this real-world example. Mona FX, an indie bassist. She pulls in an extra $500 a month in passive income. How? Just by packaging and selling the lo-fi bass loops she was already making. She already did the creative work. Now that music is making money for her while she sleeps. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the how to make money. But what's the engine that fuels all of these different income streams? Well, it's the why. And the why is community. It's all about focusing on that real human connection with your fans, not just chasing the approval of some social media algorithm. This quote from artist manager Jacqueline O'Connell is just perfect. She's asking, what else connects you to your fans? Are you a huge reader, a gamer, a coffee fanatic? Your music is what gets them in the door, but it's those shared interests that build a real, lasting community. So, let me just ask you that same question. What's your book club? What is that unique thing completely outside of your music that you can build a shared space around? Finding the answer to that is the absolute key to creating a community that people will actually want to pay to be a part of. Let's check back in with Mona FX. By building her community on a platform called Mighty Networks, she was able to create a special place just for her true fans. And the result? $2,000 in recurring revenue every single month. That's the real power of community right there. Okay, let's look a little bit into the future at the real cutting edge. We've talked about what's working right now, but the entire nature of what it means to own music is changing, and it's all happening on the blockchain. It's called music rights tokenization. Now, I know that sounds super complex, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Imagine turning the ownership of your song into digital shares or tokens. This lets your fans literally invest in your music and earn royalties right alongside you. They become part owners. And this just shows you exactly why it's such a game changer. The old traditional system is slow, it's not transparent, and it's full of middlemen who are all taking a cut. With tokenization, the connection is direct. Payments are instant and totally transparent because everything is tracked on the blockchain. It's just a fundamentally fairer system for the artist. So let's bring this all together and look at the whole picture for our friend Mona FX. You've got her fan club, custom songs, sync placements, those sample packs, and even some teaching. And it all adds up. She's earning over $75,000 a year from her music. And get this, without a label and without being famous, she built a real, diversified, and resilient business. And honestly, this quote from her just says it all. The tools you need are out there, and they're accessible. The power is truly in your hands now. The moment she stopped chasing that old broken model of fame, she started building an actual career, completely on her own terms. So this isn't just a dream. This is possible. You have the map, laid out with practical, proven strategies that are working for artists right now. The only real question left is, what's your first step gonna be?